Hello viewers, this is Saurav in the studio and you are watching Rundown only on Prag Digital. Let's have a look at today's regional news headlines. Assam Transport Department issues new rules for two-wheelers in Guwahati. The Kamrup District Transportation Department has issued new rules for two-wheelers in the city. The department has now instructed both the rider as well as the pillion rider will have to wear helmets, failing to which will result in the cancellation of the driver's licenses and a fine of ₹1,000 will be imposed. According to reports, the city bus owners will have to pay road tax by December 31st, failing which they will have to pay a penalty. In a release, the DTO requested the public to be cautious during the winter season as fog-related accidents increase during this time. DTO Gautam Das further requested drivers not to drink alcohol or use mobile phones while driving their respective two-wheelers. Assam State Selection Commission extends voting time by an hour in BTC polls. The Assam State Election Commission has decided to extend the voting time of the Bodoland Autonomous Council elections by 1 hour, which is scheduled to be held on December 7th and 10th. State Election Commissioner Alok Kumar said for the first time in local body polls in the state, photo electoral rolls will be used for better identification of the voters. Election will be held by adhering the COVID-19 safety norm. He said the poll panel has adopted the guidelines issued by the Election Commission of India for holding the Bihar Assembly polls by adhering to the COVID-19 protocol. Kumar said body temperature of every voter would be checked and social distancing would be maintained in the queues of voters normally. Polling is held between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. but this time polling will start at 7:30 a.m. and conclude at 4:30 p.m. However, any voter who enters the compound of the polling station before 4:30 p.m. will be allowed to cast vote even if polling has to be carried out on till late in the evening. Valuable animal skin organs recovered at Kamakhya Temple premises. A huge quantity of organs and animal skin was recovered during a raid by the Forest Department from the premises of Kamakhya Temple in Guwahati. Wildlife Crime Control Bureau has seized a huge catch of wild animal body parts besides marine animal products in a raid at Kamakhya Temple premises in Guwahati. The WCCB has also arrested 3 involved in the matter, namely Jitendra Saha, Rahul Chaudhary and Santosh Gupta. All of them were involved in selling valuable parts of animal and belong from outside Assam. The operation team led by Forest Range Officer Pankaj Kumar Bora and WCCB Intelligence Assistant Hiten Bora also included other WCCB officials. The first raid conducted at Ganeshguri, Lucky Mandi resulted in seizure of 600 pieces of sea fans. A man identified as Rahul Chaudhary was arrested and based on his confession, another raid was conducted at 2 places of a market area of Kamakhya Temple, the official said. Now let's have a look at today's national news headlines. MDH Spices owner and iconic entrepreneur Dharampal Gulati dies at 98. Dharampal Gulati, the owner of MDH Masala, brand often called the Grand Old Man of Spices, died on Thursday. He was 98. Mahashai Dharampal Gulati, as he was known, had been in a hospital in Delhi for weeks. He died of a cardiac arrest early this morning, said reports. A familiar face on MDH products in his signature red turban and pearl necklace. Dharampal Gulati was the face of the ads of MDH. Many recalled on social media platform has seen his smiling face at the close of the ads with the tagline Asli Masale such MDH MDH. Last year, he was awarded the Padma Bhushan, India's 3rd highest civilian award. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and his deputy Manish Sisodia were among the first to post their tribute on Twitter. RBI asked HDFC Bank to stop digital activities and sourcing new credit cards customers. Private sector lender HDFC Bank on Tuesday said the Reserve Bank of India has asked if temporarily stop all launches of its upcoming digital business generating activities and sourcing of new credit card customers after outrage at its data center which impacted operations last month. HDFC Bank said the RBI order has advised the bank to temporarily stop all launches of the digital business generating activities planned under its program. Digital 2.0 and other proposed business generating IT applications and sourcing of new credit card to customers. In addition, the order has directed the bank board to examine the lapses and fixes accountability, HDFC Bank added. Former Punjab Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal returns Padma Vibhushan in protest against farm laws. Former Punjab Chief Minister and Shiromani Akali Dal leader Prakash Singh Badal on Thursday returned Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award, in protest against betrayal of farmers by the centre in a strongly worded letter to the President Ramnath Kovind. The Union former minister said that he took the decision in protest against the shocking indifference and contempt which the centre is treating the peaceful and democratic agitation of farmers against the three Farm Acts. I am who I am because of the people, especially the common farmer. Today, when he has lost more than his honour, I see no point in holding on to the Padma Vibhushan, said the Akali Dal veteran in his letter. Now let's have a look at today's international news headlines. Hong Kong media tycoon and pro-democracy figure Jimmy Lai charged with fraud. The Hong Kong media tycoon and pro-democracy activist, whose Apple Daily newspaper was raided by police earlier this year, has been denied bail after being charged with fraud. Lai, the owner of Hong Kong tabloid and founder of Next Digital Media, will be held on remand until his next court date in April next year. Lai has been one of the loudest pro-democracy voices in Hong Kong amid a worsening crackdown on dissent. On Wednesday, Joshua Wong, Agnes Chow and Ivan Lam were jailed for their activism. Lai and two Next Digital Media executives were charged on Wednesday night when making a regular reporting appearance to police over their previous arrest under the national security law. The executive's chief operating officer Royston Chow, Tat Kuen and Chief Administrative Officer Wong Wai Keong were released on bail on Thursday. The trio were accused of breaching land lease terms by misusing Next Digital's office space in Seong Kwan O for other purposes. New mystery metal monolith appears on a California mountaintop. A new mystery metal monolith has appeared atop a mountain in California just a week after a similar structure captured the imagination of the world when it was discovered in the deserts of Utah before being taken down and disappeared. The local newspaper in the small town of Atascadero on the central California coast reported that the silvery column had been found atop Pine Mountain, where dozens of local hikers made the trip to view it. They post their pictures and internet. Unlike its Utah sibling, which was firmly mounted in the rocks where it was found, the Atascadero monolith was apparently a little wobbly, and the newspaper reported that it might be possible to push it over. Wine 70 wild elephants, saying rising numbers threaten people. Namibia has put 170 high-value wild elephants up for sale due to drought and an increase in elephant numbers. The Southern African country's environmental ministry has said an advertisement carried by the state-owned Delhi New Era said an increase in incidents of human-elephant conflict motivated the sale of the large mammal that is at risk of extinction due to poaching and ecological factors. The Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism said it would auction the animals to anyone in Namibia or abroad who could meet the strict criteria, which include quarantine facilities and a game-proof fence certificate for the property where the elephants will be kept. Foreign buyers must also provide proof that conservation authorities in their countries will permit them to export elephants to their countries. Now let's have a look at today's sports news headlines. Olivier Giroud becomes oldest to score hat-trick in Champions League as Chelsea crossed Sevilla 4-1. Olivier Giroud made full use of a rare start for Chelsea this season as he scored a record hat-trick against Sevilla en route to scoring all 4 goals against Sevilla in a Champions League group match on Wednesday. At 34 years and 63 days, Giroud has become the oldest player to score in the European competition. The Frenchman also became just the second from his country to have recorded 2 Champions League hat-trick after Karim Benzema. Giroud scored the opener as early as in the 8th minute thanks to a superb assist from Kai Havertz. He then doubled the scoring in the 54th minute via a chip. The historic hat-trick came in the 75th minute with a towering header and completed the route with a 4th goal in the 83rd minute, converting a spot kick. Formula One News 2020, Michael Schumacher's son Mick to race for Haas in 2021. The Schumacher name will make a racing return to Formula One next year as Mick Schumacher, son of seven-time world champion Michael Schumacher, has signed a multi-year deal with Haas. Mick Schumacher will drive in Formula One for the first time with Haas next season, the team announced on Wednesday. The 21-year-old will get a taste of what is in store when he takes part in free practice ahead of the 2020 season ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on December 11, before taking part in testing a few days later. Schumacher Jr., long tipped for a Formula One spot, will partner Russian driver Nikita Mazepin, also 21, in an all-new lineup for the American outfit Haas. The duo replacing Roman Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, Formula One, George Russell to replace Lewis Hamilton for Mercedes in Sakir Grand Prix. George Russell will step up from Williams to replace world champion Lewis Hamilton, who tested positive for COVID-19 at Formula One's Sakir Grand Prix in Bahrain. Mercedes announced Wednesday. Williams reserve Jack Aitken will replace Russell at Williams this weekend, joining regular driver Nicolas Latifi. Russell becomes just the third Briton to represent Mercedes in Formula One after Stirling Moss and Lewis Hamilton. Russell has been a member of the Mercedes-Benz Junior program since 2017 when he won the GP3 Series Championship as a rookie, before repeating defeat in Formula 2 in 2018. He now gets a chance to drive the Formula One World Championship winning car alongside Valtteri Bottas for the penultimate race of the season. Mercedes said they would announce after the race weekend their driver plans for the season finale at Abu Dhabi a week later. That's all from today's news headlines. Thank you for watching Prag Digital. This is Saurav signing off.
BTR বাখীৰ বাবে প্ৰমোদ বৰৰ চতুৰ্থটো গ্যাৰান্টি নিশ্চিত চাকৰি BTR বাখীৰ প্ৰতি বছৰে 10,000 টাকৈ পাব চৰকাৰী চাকৰি লগতে বিভিন্ন কৰ্মক্ষেত্ৰত সংস্থাপন পাব 1 লাখকে BTR ৰ কিশোৰী মৰমৰ BTR বাখী এয়া প্ৰমোদ বৰৰ গ্যাৰান্টি ট্ৰেক্টৰৰ সিনত ভোট দি UPPL ক জয়যুক্ত কৰক
পৰিৱৰ্তন দৰকাৰ প্ৰমোদ বৰৰ